Hi, hello everyone. Dear viewers, welcome back to my channel. Here is a video on computation of amount of deduction under section 80C. Kindly watch the video till the end, like, share and subscribe the channel. If you have any comments about the video, please put your comments in the comment box. Now, let us move towards whiteboard. It's a problem on computation of amount of deduction under section 80C. The question is, let me stress this one here. Mr. Gundu, an employee of a college, furnishes the following particulars for the year ending 31/3/2020. So number one here, deposited. Let me insert the symbol of rupee here. ₹1,00,000 in a bank for a term of 7 years. Purchased NSC of ₹60,000 from post office. His contribution to unrecognized provident fund ₹50,000 and an equal contribution of employer. Repayment of principal amount of housing loan to LIC ₹30,000 during the previous year, (2019-20), purchased bonds issued by NABARD ₹20,000. Compute the deduction available under section 80C for the assessment year 2020-21. So this is a simple problem here. So let's go for solution. Let me write down here computation of gross qualifying amount under section 80C of name of the assessee Mr. Gundu, previous year 2019-20, assessment year 2021. So let me insert 2 columns here, particulars, rupees here. So now let us discuss here. So deposit of ₹1,00,000 in a bank for a term of 7 years, it qualifies for deduction under section 80C because the lock-in period minimum should be 5 years. Purchased NSC of rupees 60,000, even that qualifies for deduction under section 80C. Then his contribution to unrecognized provident fund will not qualify for deduction under section 80C, and equal contribution of the employer is totally exempt here. Then repayment of principal amount of housing loan, that qualifies for deduction under section 80C. Purchase of the bonds issued by NABARD, that is also qualifying for deduction under section 80C. So now let's start here. Deposited in a bank for a term of 7 years, that comes to rupees 1 lakh. Then next, purchase of NSC from post office, that is rupees 60,000. Then repayment of principal amount of housing loan to LIC, that is rupees 30,000. Then next, purchase of bonds issued by NABARD, that is rupees 20,000. So total gross qualifying amount, in short we can take it as GQA. So here 1,60,000, 1,90,000, 2,10,000. So 2,10,000. Then here now let us go for amount of deduction under section 80C will be now actual gross qualifying amount of rupees 2,10,000 or maximum of rupees 1,50,000, whichever is less, that's equal to rupees 1,50,000. So next, note, contribution to unrecognized provident fund does not qualify for deduction under section 80C. So this is how we need to calculate here. So thank you for watching this. So let me make this bold here so that it will be more clear. So this is a very simple problem here, of course. So only thing we should remember the provisions, which amount will qualify, which deposit will qualify. If we remember this much, absolutely there is no any difficulty in solving this. So thank you for watching this. It's an example for computation of amount of deduction under section 80C. The question is here from the, let me stretch here, following information submitted by Mr. Kumar, compute the qualified savings deduction available under section ATC for the assessment year 2021. So A here, life insurance policy of rupees 1 lakh on own life on which premium paid is rupees 24,000, paid the tuition fees of his son studying full-time higher education in Bangalore, rupees 50,000, and hostel fees rupees 10,000. Purchased NSC of rupees 30,000, 8th issue, next D, repayment of housing loan to State Bank of India for construction of residential house, rupees 1 lakh, which includes interest of rupees 65,000, life insurance premium paid on his brother's life, rupees 6,000. F, contributed rupees 40,000 to public provident fund. Let us discuss the problem here. So life insurance policy is rupees 1 lakh, which is taken on his own life, but the premium paid is 24,000. So here we should compare the actual premium paid with the 10% of the sum assured, whichever is lesser is qualifies for deduction section 80C. Paid tuition fees is of his son studying full-time higher education, that will qualify, but however hostel fees does not qualify here. Purchase of NSC qualifies for deduction section 80C. Repayment of housing loan, only interest part 65,000 is qualifying, whereas 35,000 will not be qualifying here. Then insurance premium paid on brother's life does not qualify. Then contribution to PPF qualifies for deduction section 86. So now let's begin with the solution here. So computation of gross qualifying amount under section 80C of 80C. So name of the assessee, Mr. Kumar, previous year 2019-20, whereas the assessment year 2021. So let me insert the two columns here. Particulars. So now let's begin here. Life insurance premium paid on own life, that is actual premium of rupees 24,000, or 10% of sum assured of rupees 1 lakh, which equals to rupees 10,000, whichever is less, that comes to rupees here 10,000. Then the next one here, paid tuition fees of his son, so that is given as rupees 50,000. Then next, purchase of NSC 30,000. Then a repayment of housing loan to SBI. So here actual paid is rupees 1 lakh. So only rupees 35,000 is, which is 65,000 is interest. So 65,000. So only 35,000 can be claimed here. Then next, contribution to public provident fund, rupees 40,000. So total gross qualifying amount, so 10,000 plus 15, 60, 90, 90 plus 131 lakh 65,000. Then amount of deduction under section 80C. So gross qualifying amount of rupees 1,65,000 or a maximum of rupees 1,50,000, whichever is less, which equals to rupees 1,50,000. So notes number 1 here, hostel fees paid does not qualify for deduction. Repayment of principal amount of a housing loan qualifies for deduction. Premium paid on brother's life does not qualify for deduction. So this is how we need to calculate. So let me make these things bold here. So this is how we need to compute here. Thank you.